All right, let's go on to one of the main points of tonight's episode, and that is college football hot takes. How many do you guys have? I think I have two. So, two?
Problem is I don't even know how hot my takes
Jake,
are.
half your takes are red hot anyway. So just share a thought.
Jeez. Okay, apparently they're
Does
red
Jake
hot.
say hot takes or just a lot of dumb shit?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a fair question. I think it's just late night thoughts. We'll just get a text. Late night for Jake is 9:45, everybody, but we just get that text.
True.
It's like, damn, really? But all right, let's lead it off. JP, I'll give you the floor first. Give us your hot take and let us react.
Perfect. All right. This one, I'm going to save my hottest one go second. My first one is I don't hate Texas. I feel like everybody in the world hates Texas. I think everybody in college football hates Texas. I personally don't have any vendetta. Nothing against the University of Texas. Nothing against the football program. I don't hate Texas. That might be a hot take for some people. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people hate Texas, and I just don't feel the same. I don't like them. They're not one of my side teams.
Wrong. I don't think you're wrong. I think a lot of people hate Texas, but I don't think Iowa's played Texas enough for you to develop that hatred as a child.
No, we played a couple bowl games here or there, but like, I also really like Sark. I like Ewers as a quarterback. I think he's a good. I know he comes off like a good dude. Like no one's ever had any problems with him.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers. I like him.
Fun receiving rooms to watch. Like I don't know. There's nothing about that program that's really. Maybe the fans could be a little insane, but who can't?
I think the video of Sark like a few years back in their bowl game screaming at that TV guy also is another hatred piece for some people, or at least added to their existing hatred. Like that video, he was being such a dick in that video. So I think that's common grounds. Jake, do you hate Texas that much? I don't know. I don't feel like you hate that many teams.
I mean, they're kind of the sole reason where I feel like we're in realignment because they tried
to
dismantle the Big 12 and they got their own television network, and then they were like seen as, so what did we do wrong? We didn't do anything wrong. Why are you guys treating us like this? Why are you guys treating us so mean? I don't know, but I don't hate Texas.
That's true.
As a team that much, I suppose.
Still the only standalone team, unless you want to count Notre Dame and NBC, but still one of the only standalone teams to have their own network. The Longhorns.
They still have that? The SEC's allowing them to keep that?
No.
I don't think so. It's an ESPN product.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
No, they do not have that anymore. But they were one of the only teams, and that was another reason people hated them. So I don't think that's a bad hot take, but that is crazy not to hate Texas. I feel like you're in the minority there, so that works. Jake, let's go down and give us a hot take. Give us a thought.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll change it, but I'll tell you what my original thought was. My hot take this year is there will not be none of the newcomers in their respective conferences will make the conference title. I was gonna say win the conference title, but none of the newcomers in their respective conferences will make the conference title. That is
no Texas.
Oklahoma and Texas. That's Oregon, USC, UCLA, Washington, Colorado, Arizona State, Arizona,
Utah, SMU, Cal,
SMU, Cal, Stanford.
That's what I take.
I was gonna say win, and I was like, is it really that bold? That could still kind of be a hot take, couldn't it? Because Texas is second, but I feel like
Oregon's. Can Oregon State make the Mountain West title?
Oregon State. Yeah,
no,
I guess I wasn't considering them, but that's
I don't think that plays. I also don't think they're the best team in the Mountain West.
With teams, that's previews talk right there. Yeah. But let's talk about the Texas side of that and the Oregon side of that, because they're both heavily
Utah's first in the Big 12.
That's a piping hot take, like on the burner, full blast, right?
One of them's gonna get in. I just feel like it. You also took one second in odds, one first in odds, second in odds in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
ACC, your highest one is SMU. What were they? 6?
They were at 7.
Somewhere in there. 7.
Yeah.
So you're clear there. You're in hot water in the Big 10. You're in hot water in the Big 12.
Am I really?
You're more in hot water in the SEC.
Here's my thoughts. I think Texas will be pretty good this year. But I mean, it's going to be an adjustment. We're not even counting out. We're counting out Oklahoma. It's going to be an adjustment to playing an SEC school each and every single week. Like you don't. I know the Big 12. You necessarily didn't have any Saturday off, but the talent level is much higher, and the atmospheres are much different, and all that kind of. And then Oregon, I don't know. I think if anybody has the best shot, I think Oregon does. I hate to say this take because I told you guys how high I am on Oregon, and I'll probably pick them to win the Big Ten. But who knows?
He's gonna bet both sides of the board here.
How can
Yeah.
both those things be true? How can you believe in that take and then say
we're saying hot takes? It's not like something I'd put my life savings on.
Well, you
And
gotta believe it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you have to believe.
I can believe. I can
Here we
believe
go.
It. I can believe it, but I also like Oregon to win. Like,
But wouldn't you put money on something that you believe in? So how can you believe that then no one's going to make it, but you also believe they're going to make it?
You're just saying things.
A little contradiction here.
Yeah. Net zero.
We got
All
silence in the studio.
Parks, you go to yours.
All right. I'll start with a little lighter one. It's definitely not going to contradict my other thoughts, but
I'm asked to bring in a hot take, and then now I'm just
pick
getting
the other side of it.
I haven't officially. I just said I really like Oregon. I haven't. It's still May.
But all right, I'll give a lighter one. I think Big Noon is a better TV and fan experience to watch than a 2:30 SEC CBS game. That's my hot take. I would rather watch a Big Noon game than I would the 2:30 SEC Gary Daniels game.
You're not going to get that anymore, so it's nothing to worry about. But
I know, but I
to say you'd rather watch Colorado TCU on Big Noon than you would watch Alabama at Tennessee on a Saturday night or at 2:30.
I think it's a better, more enjoyable experience watching Gus Johnson and Joel Klatt.
Gus Johnson and Joel Klatt are better than Gary Danielson and that crew, you are lost your marbles.
Is it Brad Nessler? Is it Brad Nessler?
Just
CBS
beside yourself. Like that's just insane. No one believes that.
I truly believe it. I'd rather watch Big Noon.
I don't like
that's just weird. And you might just have a hard on for Klatt, but I don't know what it is.
I used to before his Colorado fandom came out last year, but yeah. I mean, I think it's a better watch. Maybe not the football on the field, not the teams. This doesn't involve the teams, but I think
not even the
better
presentation
experience.
You're telling me a Big Noon's got a better no, it doesn't. Like
it does. That's my hot take. I believe it.
CBS. How come? Well, CBS.
If that's light, then your next one is like pour gasoline.
My next one is pour gasoline on the fire.
Big Noon. I said Big Noon's the one who needs a pregame show. CBS doesn't. They know they're ready at 2:30. You're tuning in. They don't need a Big Noon kickoff or a college game day. CBS is ready to roll.
CBS has 60 minutes on. That's why they don't have a goddamn
it's
pregame kickoff show.
The best we've ever had. It's the best to the best. It was literally the best they could ever get.
Has CBS? They've never had a national title. No, because ESPN always has the national title.
Yeah.
I was trying to think.
I believe that's changing now.
Fox had it a long time ago.
Yeah. Back with the very noisy scoreboard. That one. And only the elite of the elite know the scoreboard sounds I just made. But all right, that's JP, like, background to you.
That's like Cletus when Cletus came out in the NFL, and that was a loud scoreboard too. This is my last one. I think Reese would appreciate this one / hate it. Won't back down at Florida is really not that cool.
Whoa. Yeah, Reese would hate that take.
It's not that cool. Like, it's fine. You sing a song together. Like, it's not that. I don't think.
What do they think about? What do you think they'd say about Iowa, JP?
They probably think it's some liberal bullshit that they just put on for some like clicks on media, probably. And maybe they can believe that. I just don't think Won't Back Down is that cool. I think the songs play too much. I don't think it's that cool of a song to have a whole stadium singing. I think great artist, great program, great environment. Just that thing as a whole is not something I care to tune into. Okay. I don't know what it is.
How do we feel about Mr. Brightside at Michigan then?
Mr. Brightside can't be claimed by Michigan because literally everybody in the country does that. Like that's one of those songs that can't. That's like Sweet Caroline, can't be claimed by anybody across the country because everybody sings it at some point anytime it comes on.
I don't know. I feel like if you took a survey of college football fans and you said like, which program do you associate Mr. Brightside with? Does
that have more to do with Michigan being good in the last 3 years than it does them claiming Mr. Brightside how fun it is? Because if they were bad, you wouldn't say that.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. But Florida's bad, and they still claim Tom Petty.
Well, yeah, they can have it. I don't think anybody else does that specific thing. I just don't think it's that cool.
Okay, Fair enough.
Sorry.
That
Not
that
really.
I think
Sorry,
that would be a
Florida
hot take. Reese would have some words to say about that. We might have to bring that back up. But
It's just
all
not
right,
cool.
down to Jake. Jake, give us one that is you're true too.
You guys are more creative than I had like another 2024 thing, but I'm throwing that away. We'll keep this uniform base. So Parks, you'll like my take, but you'll like that I'm making it uniform based, but you might hate my take. I think that the traditional uniform of like Alabama, Penn State, even Michigan's gone a little alternate sometimes. Who else? USC, Texas. I think that's better than any alternate uniform in college football. I would rather have two set uniforms, a home and away that's just traditional. And I get like even like Iowa State, for instance, we've never had like a set uniform. We've barely had a set logo. So I get like schools like that, but I just love the tradition, like with Texas, with Penn State, with Alabama, the number on the helmet. They never change. They never wear alternate uniforms. I like that more than an alternate.
The traditions and like those uniforms have their place, but I will say Alabama's isn't that great looking.
I think what a great take.
Penn
JP.
State's is a billion% more sharp. Notre Dame's a billion% more sharp. Just the colors work a lot better than the.
But even Notre
Crimson
Dame
one.
wears they always wear
Crimson
like
cream, whatever
they
you call
always
it.
change their uniform up for some special.
Yeah, but
game
like if you
each
grab
every
me
year.
the gold, blue, gold for Notre Dame, it looks a zillion
Yeah.
times better than the crimson,
But
white that Alabama
I'm
wears.
saying
Like,
kinda like
I think numbers on the helmet sucks. Sorry.
I'm
over it.
JP spewing fire. That's
I don't
a great
think Alabama's
take
is that cool. I don't think you should change them, but I
I
don't
love
think
it.
they're that great, and I don't think they should get the love for just because you didn't change them. They're like they're iconic, but I'm saying like they shouldn't get love as the best uniform in college football when they're not that good. They really aren't.
I have a
Has
couple hot
anybody-
takes when it comes
has
to uniforms
anybody-
too.
Has anybody ever referred to Alabama as the best uniform in college
Absolutely.
football?
Go to any list of
Yes.
best college football uniforms, and Alabama will be on
100%.
every single one, along
I bet
with
you if
Notre
you
Dame
ask
and
your
Penn State.
boy, I bet you if you ask your boy Pate, he would list them in best college football uniforms, 100%. Because people love the classic look. People love it, and I'm
that's
actually
fine,
kind of.
but it's just
That's-
not that cool.
I just don't think it should be. I don't like when schools rotate through. So I don't like an Oregon where it's never the same. I don't mind. I actually prefer it if a school has one different look that they roll out once. So if Tennessee wears the white and orange every game for home, and then they roll out the blacks once a year, that's cool. Like I still think you're very set in your ways, but maybe in a big game or your homecoming game, you wear something different. I agree though, JP, and hit the nail on the head. And I also am on an island. I hate plain helmets. I hate them. Put them on something. Decals are so cool. You have so many cool retro logos. I cannot
like Penn
stand
State.
plain helmets.
I think Penn State's is sharp.
Bro,
Yeah, I
that
just
looks
think
like a high
that-
school football practice.
That dark blue and white looks good, I
Yeah.
think. I
Yep.
just think the colors work a lot better than the crimson and white at Alabama. But like,
Dude,
does
They
the
did a
gold work
lion,
for
a
you at
Nittany
Notre Dame?
lion. No, damn it. I like it when they put the clover on there. I put something on there to
The
match the
golden
rest of the
dome.
uniform.
Just
That-
stay away
that
from the
actually might-
logo on one
The
side,
Golden
numbers on
Dome
the other.
might actually
Good.
be the most
Good take.
iconic helmet in college football.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah, it
multiple
probably
schools that
is.
have a plain
And
gold
Michigan.
helmet. There's
Not like
multiple schools
that.
that
Not the
not
Golden
like
Dome.
a shiny gold, but like
Not
Army
the
wears
Golden
one,
Dome.
Boston College wears one. Like there are
Yeah.
schools that they need to do so much more shit with their helmet. I cannot stand a plain helmet, and that could be a hot take in itself. My last one. This is a 2024 one as well.
This is insane.
I think-
there's no way this is bigger than.
I think Oklahoma can make the SEC title. I'll say
Okay,
it
Okay,
out
it's
loud.
not as bad as I thought
It's
it was gonna
funny.
be.
It's funny you said that because my original hot take was going to be Jackson Arnold was going to lead the SEC in passing, but I
Yeah,
still didn't have them making the title. But yeah, there you go.
we can piggyback on it. I
It's
think
definitely hot.
I like Brett Venables. I've always been a believer in his product. He hasn't been able to put it together, but he's shown the ability to win a big game. And I think maybe he just needs a Jackson Arnold show and he'll get that defense right. And so I think that they're going to be a bigger player in the SEC than people realize.
Okay.
So that's my last
I
take.
think that's fair. I don't think you're. I mean, it's hot for sure, just based on where they're at and how good the SEC is. But it's
Right.
just it's not worse than the first one.